This is an interesting place. It's called Dawson City Gas and Tires. That's what they feature. But they're also an RV park and campground. They sell groceries. They have a restaurant. They have service bays for repairs. They have a car wash, and they sell diesel and propane. Isn't that something? Okay, all this area east of town is all the tailings from the dredges from the gold mining, from all those great big dredge units. So everything here is just all leftovers.
Ground being tore up.
Yep, everything being tore up to get the gold underneath and running through those big dredging machines. And this is the landscape that's left behind. But there's a lot of active mining going on today. There are mines all through here. And this is what is left behind. I suppose they grab what they want and then they leave the mess. But there has to be money in it, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. So we're heading down the road. We'll see how far we go. If we're going to go to Pelly Crossing or Carmax or Whitehorse, or we don't know. We'll see where we end up. Looks like we have a wildfire area here. Big change of plans here. We were going to go to Moose Crossing Campground. They are suddenly under evacuation. There's a big fire over here. The winds are blowing this way. They are escorting us by pilot car to get through this area, and we got to keep moving. About 60 miles away there's another campground. Maybe we'll hole up there for the night. But for right now, we are under evacuation and can't stay in this area. Well, can't go through there. We're going to cross the Stewart River. We're at Stewart Crossing. And we are now turning away from the wildfires. They're back behind us to the east, and we are now turning west and south away from them. This is pretty rugged and rough here through this construction. Besides, it's a detour. So it's evacuation for the areas up ahead. Stewart Crossing. Oh. And we're on the Stewart River. Okay, we are now descending into the little area known as Pelly Crossing. Way down a steep hill. And there's a campground down here somewhere. Okay, we crossed the bridge and the campground's on the right. Some swift moving water. Okay, so here's the campground on the right, and it said the first 4 sites have electric hookups. Yeah. Pelly Crossing Campground. Sealkirk Center. Well. After all of our being rerouted and not being able to go to the previous campground, where we would have had to pay, we came here to Pelly Crossing Campground. It says, please enjoy our free campground. Please clean up after yourselves. And right down there below, there's free water hookup right there. And there's some pavilions. There's outhouses further down. There's about 30 sites along the river. But what makes this really special is the first 4 sites have electric and sewer, and they are free. There's no time limit. There's no registration. We're set up here. There's a little shed back here that might have been from a host type situation. It could use a grass cutting here, but there's our power post, 30 amp service. Here's the sewer pipe down here underneath that rock. We don't need it. There's another campsite in the second one and the 4th one, but the 3rd one in between looks like it's available, but there's a sign saying it was reserved for somebody. So I don't know how that goes, but we managed to take the first site with the electric hookup for free. I don't know how many days we're staying, but we're out of the smoke. We're away from any wildfires. And it's absolutely gorgeous day today. It's in the low 70s. We have some little wildflowers here along the edge of our campsite. Absolutely wonderful. Some nice birch trees for shade, or popple. I think they're popple. And I think we're pretty lucky. We've seen about 5 or 6 more rigs pull in and go further down along the river. We'll go walking later and see what it's like down there. So what's going on in the What Have You kitchen tonight? This is what's going on. It's hamburgers. And I can't believe we paid this much for 2 hamburgers. $7.99 a pound. Ground beef, 80% lean, 20% fat, nothing special. 2 huge patties. This is just over a pound, so each one's about a half pound. I almost wish there had been 4 patties in here for that price. So Steve's going to cook those up on the grill tonight. And we're just lucky enough to have 2 crusty Kaiser rolls left. And our favorite Clausen pickles. We're down to a couple of those. And we're going to cut up some carrots and some celery for munching. It's nice to have fresh produce again after crossing the border. We were able to pick up a few things. And then, special for dessert, we bought a slab of watermelon. It's a pretty big chunk, too. We paid more than we really wanted to, but you got to figure how far it came. We're not going to complain. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. There's no way we're going to be able to eat all this tonight, so we're going to chunk up the rest and save it, or put some maybe even in the freezer as chunks to mush up and make a slushie out of maybe. We'll see. But we're looking forward to dessert tonight. So how's it going there, Chef Stevie-O? Those are about $4.20 a burger. We've never bought hamburger that expensive before.
Nope.
It looks good.
Yeah, better be good.
They sure smell good.
Yeah.
Well, the burgers are done. Look at that. And now it's time to top it off with some summertime watermelon, some carrot sticks, and celery sticks. And I top my burgers off with steak sauce. I'd really love to have a big slab of tomato, sliced tomato, but I don't have that. So I'll use, there we go, a little bit of steak sauce. What is hamburger but chopped up steak? Remembered that from a commercial from A1. Well, there we go. As Steve says, it's not done until it's, ooh, these buns are falling apart. They're so crusty. It's not done till it's plated up. Bon appetit. Out for a little walk around the campground. Here's the bridge. And this is at Pelly Crossing over the Stewart River. And this is right outside of a campsite. Hey, mud puppy, get out of the mud. Here's a little access for rafts or kayaks along the river. Some workers were here today, and looks like they went away now for the evening, but they've been busy re-roofing this cute little pavilion. It's nice to see that they're making an effort to maintain and keep up this campground. This is on the far end of the campground. Sealkirk First Nation Community Garden. Pelly Greenhouses, Pelly Garden. Oh, look at that. Somebody's hard at work growing a bunch of fresh vegetables. That's nice. This looks like it goes back here quite a ways. Okay, what's cooking and what have you? Something pretty easy tonight. Chicken rice-a-roni. Browning it up in the butter. Nothing really too fancy here. We're adding some extra dried parsley and some extra pepper. And this is already the low sodium variety. We really don't like a lot of salt if we can help it. And there is salt in the sausage that I'll be adding to this. So we really don't need to add salt. So we stir this up a little bit until the little noodles in it, the ronies of the rice-a-roni, when the little noodles brown up a little bit. And I think we are done. Here we go. Quick, easy dinner tonight in the What Have You kitchen. Rice-a-roni and kielbasa sausage. There we go. And instead of it being plated up, Steve said I should tell you it's being bowled up. And I'll put a link to where I ordered these really cool bowls and plates from. They're actually Melamine, and I really like the way that they look. They match our cabinetry in the camper. And see how they match the woodwork? So I'll put a link below of where I ordered those from. Here is our dessert tonight. Here, we'll block the sun off of it so you get the true color. There we go. This is a big bowl of chunks of watermelon. And this is our dessert. Cheers me. There we go. Yum.